Well, the game is about to get underway. Final quarter here at Galvin Park. Ball is in the air. The game is underway. Hardingham, tap down for Winchelsea. Running onto the football, however, is Chris Gillam. A low skimming pass from Gillam. Terrific defensive work there for Winchelsea by Johnson. Big punch clear. Hutchison, can he pick the footy up? He can't. And the ball is drifted over the boundary line. Half forward flank for Werribee Centrals, kicking to the Melbourne end. In this final quarter, Laurie, the wind has dropped a little, do you think?
It might have dropped a little bit. I've noticed Jason Verstuga's lifted his work rate. Chris Gillam's working hard. They're going to try very hard to peg this back, but look, I think there's still a wind assistance, Eric, but it has definitely dropped.
From the throw-in,
not by that kick, it hasn't.
The ball was picked up by Pilgrim, a huge kick over the head of all players on centre wing, and bounce really is good for Werribee Centrals. Kicked back into the corridor by Simmons. Price just come off the ground, and that could be a crucial move because it left Simmons on his own. He's kicked the ball to Calvert on forward 50. The lead has come out wide from Bernardo. Hampshire closely attending him. Gets the ball to ground. Minnie, handball to Hampshire. Play on quickly for, well, there's... Hampshire. Looks like that you're not allowed to hip and shoulder players. That's about the third or fourth, which appeared to be reasonable hip and shoulders. And the Cornish, the recipient of the free kick, kicks the ball back into the corridor, and Simon Calvert has taken the mark, so that he's now 35 metres out directly in front, kicking to the Melbourne end, and the breeze does appear to have dropped a little.
This could spark a bit of enthusiasm into their team, though, Eric.
Certainly could, as Simon Calvert now. Not a notoriously good goal kicker, but I tell you what, he's hooked that one too, I think. Unfortunately, it is offline to the left.
Bad miss, really.
It is, and that's the first score of the final quarter. A behind to Simon Calvert, a behind to Werribee Centrals. 8-11-59. They trail Winchelsea 14-5-89. 5 goals of difference. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been going 2 minutes as Matthew Warland will do the kicking in as he's done most of the day. Decides to go long. It is a long kick. Reed out there, Nathan Reed can't take the mark. Ball at ground level, he can't pick it up. Does battle on, however. Punches the ball along the ground. Hutchison, Wainwright it is. He gets through a couple of players. Terrific little handball to Hutchison. Hutchison now to Davis, who's made ground on centre wing. Takes the mark. Has time. Now, well, that's interesting because the boundary umpire from behind has called it out of play.
He must have run out of it, so I can think of.
That was the only thing I can think of because he was going on with the game, but the ball is out of bounds, centre wing, out of side, at the 3-minute mark of the final quarter. Ball comes back into play. Hardingham from behind, comes down to McFarlane, over the top to Bogey, to Nathan Reed. Reed now to Matthew Reed. The ball back in the middle of the ground. Season on the ground. He can't take control of the footy under a number of players. Come on, umpire. He blows the whistle. This time a Werribee Centrals player laying on the football, but he doesn't pay this one. So I don't know whether you could say they're consistent with it.
No, it's one of those ones I think you need to be consistent with too, Eric.
Yeah.
If you were the players know exactly what's going on.
So the ball now, centre half forward. Hardingham gets the tap down. Hutchison runs onto the footy for Winch. Hooks it around on the left foot. But chipping in there, reading the game pretty well, was Corrigan for Werribee Centrals. Takes the defensive mark. Has Gillam on centre wing. Takes the mark ahead there of Hardingham. Decides to go on quickly. Low skimming pass to Calvert. He, well, I wouldn't pay that if I was a cricketer. And surely, well, he throws the ball out eventually. Bogey to McFarlane. McFarlane now by hand. Over to Hutchison. Little left foot kick looking for Wainwright. Does well. Wainwright does terrifically well. He doesn't know quite where to go. He backs away, finally gets the ball towards the full forward position, but no contest there as Dixon for Werribee Centrals takes a defensive mark, 25 metres from the defensive goal, and Werribee defending stoutly at the present moment. But it is 4.5 minutes into the final quarter as he goes wide to the outer side. Up high, Gillam can't take the mark, follows up well, picks it up, eludes the tackle, kicks it now towards the centre of the ground. Coming in there was Warland, beaten on that occasion by Cunningham. Kicks it over the top, looking for a teammate in Calvert. Burt takes it. Handball over the top to Hutchison. Hutchison now has time. A lovely kick to Hardingham, who's taken the mark just forward of centre wing for the Winchelsea side. Back into the middle of the ground. Reed Nathan takes the mark and plays on. Beautiful kick, but for Stuka, reading the game well. They're not kicking the ball into the forward half all that well at the moment. As for Stuka now, goes to Corrigan, takes the mark on defensive, 50 for Werribee, out of side. He kicks it high towards centre wing. God, Calvert just pushed Burt straight out of the contest, allowed to do that, takes the mark. Now goes towards the centre half forward position where Ryan takes the mark for Werribee Centrals. Kicks it long to the lead there has come from Bernardo. Good defensive work there by Hampshire. Ball comes back to him. Off a step, goes towards the half-back flank. Warland keeps the ball in, or does he? Yes, he does. Handball over the top, this time to Burt. He's away, has one bounce. Gets to almost the 50. It's a good-looking kick to Kitchen. Can he take the mark? He can't. Good defensive work as Pilgrim comes in, hooks it around the body. Oh, magnificent goal. Adrian Pilgrim doesn't do a lot in the game, but what he does, Laurie, he's got a bit of class.
He's got a bit of class. And
that's his second goal, and a very important goal for the Winchelsea side. 15-5, 95 Winch. They lead Werribee Centrals 8-11-59. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, look, I don't know a lot about Adrian Pilgrim, Eric, but he has got a bit of class, and he's the type of guy, if they get to the finals at St Albans, if he had a purple patch, he could cut you to pieces.
Well, he's a magnificent build of a bloke. What is he, 6'2", 6'3"?
6'3" or 4" even.
Reputed to have played with Carlton Reserves in the past.
So it's a bit of good credentials there, and he kicks the ball so long. He just probably, in my opinion, doesn't work hard enough to get it sometimes. But that's just my opinion of it. And
in 7 minutes, Loz, Werribee have managed a point. Winch have taken the ball forward once and got a goal. So important goal as Hardingham again gets it down to McFarlane. This time Pilgrim attacks the footy. Went without it. Picked up by Corrigan. Out to the defensive side, there's that's really to Winchelsea's advantage, I believe, because the ball's coming back 75 metres for a free kick as he kicked the football. So it's going to Corrigan for Werribee Central. So the ball now back inside the defensive 50 for the Werribee side. Well, there's a nice pass to the middle of the ground, and he's found... looks like Chug a long way up. Chug now towards half forward. This time Hardingham. Dropped the mark. Picked up by Warland. Over the top to Bogey. Nice tap out from him to Hutchison. Hutchison now looking for support. Handball back to Nathan Reid. Off a step. Long kick towards the centre wing. It's over the wing. It lands in the field of play and runs toward the boundary. So Winch defending well at the moment, Loz, and they're need to defend this lead that they've currently got 36 points.
Yes, they're playing a good brand of footy, Eric. They're working hard. They've got the numbers, and they've got a good lead, and they've got to maintain that by working around the packs and getting possession of the footy. And if they've got it, Werribee can't get it.
So it's 8 minutes gone, final quarter, as the ball comes in, centre wing, Hardingham, lovely tap down. Taken there by Hutchison again. Gets the ball to boot quickly. McKernan in front. That's where you've got to be. Takes the mark in front of the body. He's on 50. Terrible kick from him. It's gone to, the free kicking in Matthew Reid. I think, with all due respect, not quite up to it, Laurie. He seems to be struggling down there. Dixon, far too much experience.
Yeah, I think if they had a full side, Eric, that's fair comment, I think.
So now Dixon for Werribee Central's in defence. Oh, that's a shocking kick, however. I don't know where he was trying to kick it to, because it was a nest of Winchelsea players. And Christian McFarlane, with the man on the mark at 46 metres, is not without a chance to kick this.
Yeah, look, that was a very, very poor option, Eric, and good sides don't do that. You've got to clear the footy out from there, and that's been probably a bit of Werribee's problem. They haven't found their targets for most of the day, and this could really cop a fair penalty here. This could be a goal.
So McFarlane now moves in. It's not a bad looking kick off the boot. It's not a bad looking kick. I think it's gone left, which it has. So, but that might be a handy point before the end of the day. 2-2 off his boot, Christian McFarlane. 15 goals, 696 Winch. They lead Werribee Centrals 8-11-59. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 9.5 minutes gone. As Comedy does the kicking in, goes to the middle of the ground, at the back of the pack, picked up there by Corrigan. No, it was Kelly actually. went without it. Dixon. Following through there was Simmons. Picks it up, goes towards the full forward position for Werribee. Hampshire, I tell you what, he's done well today at full-back. Kicks it wide to the defensive end. Ryan does well, got past one tackle, threw it away, allowed to continue. Hutchison, he's got 2 to boot and he's doing well so far. He's kicked it toward the boundary. Is he going to get away with it? He can't, because Werribee pick it up, kick it inboard. Mark not taken by Robinson, picked up by Chug, smothered off the boot by Burt, comes back at a Chug. He handballs it out wide. All Werribee Central's back there as it's terrific tackling by the Winchelsea defence. It's now they're bounce up to play, and that's fantastic defensive work by Winchelsea, because numbers with Werribee, they've kept it there. So the ball now, 55 metres from the Werribee goal, 10.5 minutes gone, final quarter, ball in the air. Hardingham again, great tap down. Burt does well, handball to Davis. Gets the ball to Boot very quickly. The lead there has come from McKernan. Doesn't take the mark. Ball to ground. Davis following up, kicks it off the ground. It's high, it's wide, it's handsome. Thwaites can't reach it. Pilgrim behind him. They both overrun the footing, but Pilgrim does well. Came back and paddles the ball toward the boundary and over. 35 metres from the behind post for the Winchelsea side, kicking to the Geelong end in this final quarter. We've ticked past 11 minutes, 8-11. Is Werribee. They trail Winch 15-6 as the runners are running everywhere. There's a bit of activity there. Pricey's watching it from over the fence, which is good to get a bit of a view from the throw-in. Clayton got the tap down, picked up Thwaites. He gets a kick whilst being tackled. Picked up by Chug. Oh, there's a magnificent tackle there by Nathan Reid, and it's been rewarded by the umpire. Well, the player tried to get past him. He got tackled. And there's not such a good kick, but it's picked up by Simon Bogey, 35 metres out, had a pot shot, and again, Winchelsea missed. So, bit of pressure, but it is another point. 15-7, 97 Winch. They lead Werribee Central's 8-11, 59 Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone. So Roland Beck now gets a call in short from Sean Simmons. They've created the loose man if he can get it going. But he can't, and the opportunity now for Winch to man up. Simmons now, straight down the middle. That's where he's got to go. Wall and
great mark.
He sat on the shoulders there of his opponent. Now he's got Tornier, who's going to take it equally good a mark, I reckon, because he was behind, climbed on the back of his opponent, Corrigan. And Tornier had a very good game.
He has a good game today, Eric.
He's kicked 3, and he's the man on the mark 51 metres out, so he couldn't get the distance, I wouldn't think. Now he chips the ball to a lead there of McKernan, and well, I just think the Werribee defence is starting to crumble a little bit, Loz, do you suggest?
Yeah, I think their concentration's going, Eric, and you've got to keep working at it, and I think Winch just may have snuffed their little bit of a light out, I think.
So now McKernan,
especially if he kicks this.
At the 13-minute mark, final quarter, 35 metres out. 45-degree angle.
It looks good.
It's a good-looking kick from Dave McKernan. He's pretty happy. The Winch crowd are pretty happy, and the Winch players are equally ecstatic. So a goal to McKernan, and the 16th goal to the Winchelsea side. 16 goals, 7, 103. They lead Werribee Centrals 8-11, 59. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, and we've ticked to 13.5 minutes.
Yeah, I think you can bring the fat lady in now, Eric. I think she can come in and do a little bit of a yodel, because I think this game's well and truly over now. The momentum's certainly with Winchelsea. They're working very hard though, Eric. This quarter, their tackling's been good, and they're making their opportunities work for their own advantage.
In the middle, Hardingham again gets a tap down. He's done a good job in the middle, but picked up there for the Werribee side by Jewel. Bit of a misunderstanding, the Werribee players, but Hutchison recovers it. Handball quickly to Burt. Can he pick it up? He does. Gets past the tackle. Handball to McFarlane. He gets out of a tackle. Handball out to Hutchison. Hutchison back to Wallen. They're combining well at the moment. Winch says surely a push in the back umpire. Not seen or not paid anyway, and the ball turns over as the Winchelsea, at least Werribee Centrals, get the ball to Calvert. Half forward flank. Goes towards the inside the forward 50, Davis. He's thrown forward. Umpires are put the whistles away, I think, as the ball comes now to Robinson. He nearly falls over. Gets it to Chris Gillum, 20 metres out. He shouldn't miss this, and he doesn't. And the coach has kicked his first for the day, and a much-needed goal for the Werribee Central side. 9 goals, 11, 65. They trail Winchelsea 16-7, 103 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty good little build-up for that goal there. He got the ball into Chris Gillum. He was under 10 and was able to run forward, and he wouldn't have missed a goal from there. And he tries it hard. Chris hasn't been one of his best games today, but his stats read fairly well. He's had 17, 18 kicks. So
spent a lot of time, I tend to agree with you, spent a lot of time in the second half in the forward line.
Yep.
In the middle, a big tap down there from Clayton. Following through is for Stuka. He goes round in a big circle, kicks it back towards the middle of the ground. Good work there by Hardingham. He then shepherds there for Davis. Davis gets a little chip pass to Reed. Reed now, Nathan on the left foot, goes there wide. Hutchison's been calling for the footy. He's got Dixon and Matthew Reed. Poor effort, should be shepherding there for his smaller teammate. Now they're calling for deliberate out, which it probably was, and Matthew Reed suggesting to the umpire, you paid it last quarter, what about this quarter?
He remembered.
So the boundary umpire now, half forward flank for Winchelsea, kicking to the southern end. Matthew Reed, big leap over the pack, punches it forward for Winchelsea, picked up Jason Pastuka, took them on, dropped the footy. Play on, said the umpire, and as I say, I think they've dropped the whistle this quarter because there's a lot of free kicks going unrewarded at the present time. But there's a mark taken on centre wing by Jewel for Werribee Central's out wide. Oh, there's a great mark by Burt in the pack again. Handball quickly to Warland. Warland now on the left foot. Long kick looking for McKernan. Can't quite reach it. Ball falls into the arms there of Simmons. Simmons for Werribee towards half forward. At least centre wing he's got two. Picked up by Calvert. Turns quickly, now numbers 2-1 for Werribee Centrals, and Cunningham takes the mark. The lead has come from full forward, not a good kick. In front there, Minnie, got to be a free kick, Minnie, tackle over the shoulder, and umpire won't allow advantage, so Minnie now. I'm not too sure where Winch goes. Handballs to Johnson, now to Reed. Nathan playing in the back half in this third final quarter. Terrible kick from him, looking for Bogey in the middle. He's opposed to by Festuca, picked up by Cornish around the body. Mark not taken there by Kelly as he dived forward. Has time to pick it up, run forward. But Davis, what a great game he's had. Takes the mark in defence. Got players calling all over the ground. Decides to go short to Nathan Reed at centre half back. Reed now steadying the ship. Has taken the mark. Decides to go wide. Oh, shocking choice of kick out there, but Hutchison, courage, really does a fantastic job. Burt over to Warland, and Warland takes them on, has one bounce, has two, run inside 50, not a good kick from him. Kitchen, well, he's pushed flat on the ground. Umpire doesn't see it that way, and the free kick, the mark is taken by Corrigan. Shocking kick from him. Now Thwaites can't pick it up. It's a comedy of errors.
It's a comedy of errors, Eric. Yeah, no doubt about that. It's just one of those days today for Werribee. I don't think they've worked hard enough around the footy itself, and sometimes those things happen. You go to pick it up and just won't get a handle on it.
So the throw in, it's been tapped forward for Winch, picked up by Wainwright. He's held without the footy. Play on to the umpire. Bogey in front there for Stuka, and as I say, the bloke who really wants the footy, Laurie's getting no protection from the umpire at all, and that's a bit of a worry to me.
Yeah, that is a worry. But I can't see where we're getting goals from, Eric. You've got the players around the footy. When it comes out, there's no one to go to.
Well, Matthew Reed got the tap down, went to McFarlane. McFarlane, handball to Pilgrim. Pilgrim to centre half forward. Season, can't take the mark. Ball under a heap of players. There's player tackle. Festuca immediately tackled, long handball to his teammate that's picked up by Tornier. He held without the footy, and that's the first time that's been paid for the day, I reckon. Now he's got 50.
Chuggy's having a bad day today.
If he doesn't give it back to him, it'll be another 50. So it'll be interesting to see how long the 50 metre is. He's got to be well inside the 50 metre
well,
arc.
There's no one going to pick up the mark, Eric, so when he says go, you can please yourself. Chris Gillum's come across.
Yeah, Jason Festuca wasn't far behind. So now the ball, handball to Pilgrim. Pilgrim, oh, look at that! The big left foot from outside 50. And Pilgrim has kicked his third. Well, you wouldn't read about it, would you? What a magnificent kick. 17 goals, 7, 109. That's Winchelsea. 9-11-65. Werribee Central's Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone. Laura, let you describe that kick.
Well, mate, I've waited for this guy. I think he's in his right spot now, roaming around that forward 50. And look, he's a lovely kick. He's obviously the go-to player as well. He swooped around the man on the mark and was able to receive the handball. And it was a beautiful kick. It was going nowhere except fair through the middle of the goals.
So the ball back in the middle. Hardingham gets a tap down for Stuka. Went without it. Tournier in the middle now, great tackle. Umpire puts a whistle on play quickly. And that's a good move. Kitchen, probably needs a bit of work, Laurie, and Pricey coming up, bringing him off and to go on himself.
I don't know what, they've got to get his form up a bit somehow or other. He's had 2 kicks for the day and it's nowhere near enough.
I don't know that the umpire's done much to support him. He got thrown to the ground there in that last contest. Ball picked up by Jewel in the middle for Werribee, round the body on the left foot. Attacking the footy, in fact that was Jewel attacking the football, was taken there by Festuca, who's run forward and taken the mark just inside the 50-metre arc, and we'll have a shot on goal. But at the 22-minute mark, I think time has certainly run out for Werribee Centrals, and if the results continue to go the way they look, Winchelsea again could be in the 5 tonight with 2 to go. It's Festuca. Lovely kick off the boot. I tell you what, he doesn't miss too many from that distance. A very nice kick for goal. That's their 10th. 10-11-71 Werribee Centrals. But they trail Winchelsea 17 goals, 7, 109. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 21.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, Jason's had a funny type of game today. He's been in and out the game a little bit. When he applies himself and works hard around for that 10 minutes or so, he gets a lot of the footy. And you need to be able to play 4 quarters, Eric, and maybe that's past him now. He's getting a bit older and it gets a little bit harder to play.
Simon Bogey's done a very good job.
He has done a good job, and it's been a good ploy by Paul Price, the coach of Winch.
In the middle again, Hardingham, lovely tap down to McFarlane. That's been a winner for them. Handball over the top, intercepted by Gillum. Gillum off a step now towards half forward. Walland again, picks it up quickly to boot. Goes towards half forward, but reading the game well is Sean Simmons. Forced onto the left foot, looking for Festuca, but and a great mark. Matty Walland tried to spoil, but the strong hands were too strong, and he finds Cunningham on half forward flank. Cunningham now goes inboard, kicking towards the corridor, and getting back there was McFarlane. Great reading of the play, great support of his defenders, and chips the ball out wide, looking for Hutchison. Had a look at the player coming towards him, I think Heath Hutchison, but he does well. Gets back, gets the footy, looks for the safety of the boundary. Chris Gillum, I tell you what, he doesn't want to be running 55 metres after the footy at this stage of the game, especially when it goes over the boundary line. And Chris, I think, is looking for petrol tickets right now.
He certainly is, and he definitely tries his heart out, there's no doubt about that.
So the ball out of bounds, out of side, centre wing, 23 minutes gone, final quarter. Moment of glory. I don't think Winch would have ever beaten Werribee Central's Laurie in the competition, as Gillum now takes it from the throw-in. Ball to the back of the pack. Picked up there for Werribee. Little chip forward.
Oh, go and make the ball, son.
Nobody wanted it. Picked up by Walland. Walland now went for the torpedo. Now we've got a foot race. Hampshire against Festuca. Bounces well for Festuca. He's inside 50. This is his bread and butter. He's having a shot at goal. Mark almost taken Minnie. The ball in the goal square. Picked up there by Robinson, kicked off the ground for Winchelsea. There goes Gillum, weaved his way through the pack, has a pot shot, and what's he done with it? I think he might have hit the post. So great effort, Chris Gillum, unfortunately not rewarded. One behind, 10-12-72 Werribee. They trail Winch 17-7, 109. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, Chris has done nothing but try. He's had 7 kicks this quarter, so that's his highest tally for the quarter, each quarter. 7's a good score.
So Walland now kicks in very quickly. Price on his own in the back pocket, decides to go back to the goal square to Walland. Now they're trying to switch the play. Unfortunately, they haven't got a lot to go to, as one of the smaller players, Wainwright. What's the umpire pay the mark there?
Yeah, I don't know why.
They blow the whistle a bit too quickly sometimes, I reckon, because it was definitely a beautiful spoil there. But Mark paid to Cunningham, and he chips it inboard looking for the big fellow in Clayton, who's taken the mark. Man on the mark is almost 50 metres out. Will take a big kick, although the wind appears to have dropped considerably.
Yeah, I think it's dropped a lot, Eric.
So now Clayton moves in. The big left foot, it is a big kick. It's a huge kick.
That's
and
a
it's
goal.
a goal, I reckon. It's a magnificent kick from Clayton. So that's his first for the day, Dean Clayton, and the 11th for the Werribee Central side. 11-12-78. They trail Winchelsea 17-7, 109. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We have ticked past 25 minutes, Loz. We're in time on. So I need to hang on for another 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think they will do that without any worries, Eric. There's no doubt about that. They just got to keep contesting every issue, and that 5 minutes will fly past very, very quickly.
Well, would you believe they kicked 3 goals apiece in the last quarter anyway? So Winch have kept with them. Ball in the middle again. Hardingham beaten by Clayton that time, but taken by McFarlane on the left foot towards full forward. In late there was Pilgrim. Susan tries to get the ball back to McKernan. Here's the answering goal from Winch as McKernan runs into the open goal and has kicked his second for the quarter, Dave McKernan. So that certainly was has put paid to the game for Winchelsea. 18 goals, 7, 115 Winch. They lead Werribee Central's 11-12-78. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone. Laurie, it's a sign of a good side that can answer a goal quickly like that.
Yeah, look, and they've been able to do it pretty well most of the day, Eric. And as you said, look, we've known Winch have got a pretty capable side today. Pretty well, they put it together for most of the day. And when they're on song, they look very, very good. They've got good players all over the ground. They've got quality players around the middle, quality players up forward, and they've got some good finishers up forward as well. So they look good. So they just got to keep momentum.
So in the middle, this time Hardingham taps it down only as far as Festuca. Has a bounce, unfortunately went without it. Does well to get back and
well done, Jason.
Put the tackle on. And so Festuca now, man on the mark, inside the centre square, decides to go long to full forward. Bernardo in front, takes the...
Got to be marked.
Well, it's got to be a mark with... oh no, it's the other umpire this time. But he's only 15 metres out.
He's had a good day. He's kicked 4.
He has, and he's kicked very, very well, certainly. But now he's got the opportunity to kick goal number 5. So
4 from limited opportunities.
Yeah,
It's limited opportunities there.
They haven't had a lot of chances for him. He's directly in front. Man on the mark. It's in fact 20 metres out now. They've taken him out a little bit further. So Bernardo now in the dying stages. 27.5 minutes gone in the game. Getting very, very dull. And Bernardo moves in. Nice looking kick. I don't think there's any doubt about that being his 5th goal for the game. It is. And that's the 12th for Werribee Centrals. 12-12-84. They trial Winchelsea 18-7, 115. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard as we approach 28 minutes.
Yeah, well, he's had a good day up there, Eric. He hasn't, as I said, a lot of opportunities. If we're to go on, I think they've got to use him a little bit more, go to him a lot more than he did. I don't know whether he presents himself well enough either. He could probably move around and make him a bit better target or aim at, but when he gets the ball, he kicks goals, and you just got to do more than just kick goals in this caper.
So in the middle, Hardingham again, down to McFarlane, handball over the top to Davis. Bounces well for him, shocking kick from him, taken by Susan. Handball to try to get back to Davis. Werribee defence now working hard. McFarlane, he can't go. Finally chug over to Susan. Handball to Nathan Root. Shocking kick off the boot. Almost marked in the last line of defence by Dixon. Now there's a contest. Well, got away from that far too easy, Dixon. Handball to Beck. Beck now out of defence. Long kick to centre wing for the Werribee Central side. Mark not taken. Picked up Nathan Root. Handball to McFarlane. Took a long time to pick it up. He's getting tired. And now Werribee on the turnover. Get the ball back to centre wing to Carlton. Play on, said the umpire. Good work, Tornier. Handball to McKernan. Handball back to Davis, who's running. Can he finish it off with a goal? That's a magnificent effort. Ryan Davis has had a great day and has finished the game off with a terrific running goal. And that's the 19th for the Winchelsea side. 19-7, 121. They lead Werribee Central's 12-12-84. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, that was a nice goal, Eric. he gets a lot of the footy, Ryan Davis. I like the way he plays his footy. The only criticism I make sometimes is his kicking of the ball, and he doesn't finish off good sometimes, but that was a good finish.
Well, 20 seconds before the goal, he kicked in the man the mark.
Yeah, and I mean, that deters from his performance.
Exactly. So now at the 30-minute mark of the final quarter, the ball up in the air once again. Reed and Nathan gets a tap down. Players, I think it was McFarlane again, tried to pick it up, immediately tackled by Festuca, and the ball is still in the centre circle.
I think this game's just about at its last rights, I think, Eric.
I think, and the players are pretty happy it will be, Laurie, because great tap out by Hardingham again. Roland Beck in the middle, but he's outrun there by Pricey. He's found a new lease of life, Paul Price. And why wouldn't he? Because his Chargers have done a terrific job today. Kicked it out of bounds on the full, off the ground, taken by Roland Beck. Handball long, now coming in is Johns, a belated effort, a Comedy in fact it was, up to full forward. Mark not taken by Calvert. Umpires, as I say, put the whistle away. It's just wrenched out of the pack there by Jewel.
High tackle.
High tackle, said the umpire. As it's 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. And at the 31-minute mark of the final quarter, the free kick has gone to Brad Jewell for Werribee Centrals. Hasn't got a goal so far today, but a lot of tired players out there. Matthew Wallen stands the mark. Jewell moves in. Got underneath the footy, but I think he might have done enough to kick the goal. Has he? What's the goal umpire going to tell us?
Point.
It's only behind. So bad miss, and they've had a few of those today. 12-13-85 Werribee Centrals. They trail Winch 19-7-121. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've gone past 31 minutes. Wallen now ships the ball straight down the corridor. Christian McFarlane takes the mark. He's got Price on the boundary line on his own. Takes the mark. Decides to go on. Kicks it long. Down the wing. Up high. Great mark there for the Winch side. That was Minnie. He kicks it long toward the lead there of Pilgrim. Ball doesn't bounce kindly for him. He
free kick to Thwaites.
Yeah, Thwaites threw the ball out in front, then got tagged on the jumper, and well, he might have had control of it. He just pushed it forward. So Thwaites half-back flank for Werribee Centrals. Doesn't kick it too well, but it is a great mark out there for Werribee Centrals by Chug. Handball to Beck. Beck now, he streams goalwards, kicks it towards the full forward position. Numbers out there certainly with the Werribee side. I don't know what Calvert took the mark and played on, hooked it back to Jewel. Jewel now to the goal square. Numbers there with the Winchelsea side as Hampshire kicks it off the ground. Now a foot race. He's in trouble now, Glenn Hampshire, as Werribee through Chug, hook it round the body, and there's Kelly taking the mark. Well, went to play on umpire. That's poor umpiring. He definitely took 2 steps there, and the umpire allowed him now to go back and take the kick. So Kelly now, 40 metres out. Not a bad looking kick up the boot. Going to be very, very close. Touched right on the line by the defenders. So another behind to Chris Kelly. 12-14-86 Werribee Centrals. They trail Winchelsea 19-7-121 Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 33 minutes, so we've had a few long quarters, Loz.
Yeah, we have today. It doesn't seem to be a lot of scoring, but it catches up with you, doesn't it?
Yes, certainly does say that. It's Wallen now.
Little boy down here wants a siren to blow, so we better make sure he gets it.
Matthew Wallen now decides to go long, down the middle of the ground. Lovely kick. Numbers out there with Werribee Centrals, and mark taken by Sean Simmons, almost in the centre square. Chips it low. Hardingham's got back, but Simon Calvert, a vintage Calvert mark on that occasion. Now he's cramped. Will he be able to kick the footy? As the man on the mark is at 50. Cars driving past the ground, all with lights on, so it's quite dull. And it is 34 minutes gone in the final quarter.
Yeah, I think the timekeepers have gone home, I think, haven't they?
They might have. So the man on the mark is 35 metres out. Calvert moves in. Not a bad looking kick. It's offline. Now the umpires have, well, they'll drag something out of the book to get their name in the book, I guess. He's claimed Hardingham did not move, and he's claimed that he went over the mark.
So it's 50.
So it's 50, and that's an incredible decision. So Calvert now on the goal line has kicked a goal, and That's the 13th for the Werribee side. Lucky the game wasn't close, or there might have been Paul Price is absolutely flabbergasted. I can see him down there, and he can't believe it. 13 goals, 14.92 Werribee Centrals, 19-7, 121 Winchelsea Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard. We're ticking to 35 minutes. We've had, what have we had, 5...
We'll be here tomorrow.
10 goals in the last quarter. Well, I suppose that's comparable to, what was it, the second quarter. We had a similar amount of goals and it went nearly 35 minutes. But so, ball back in the middle. Umpire about to get play started once again. We've now ticked past 35 minutes. As in the gloom, the ball goes up. Neither ruckman get a tap down. McFarlane again. He's done very well in the middle. Gets the ball to boot. Out on as far as Ryan of Werribee Central's on the wing, and Ryan takes the mark, kicks it high towards the half forward flank, and there's a blatant push in the back, not paid by the umpire, and Minnie takes the mark for Winchelsea. Handball quickly to Warland. He runs across the ground, has one bounce, then chips it to Davis. He's gone without it. Now the turnover is going to cost them a goal because the ball's picked up there by Carlton.
He could have kicked it straight, he might have cost them a goal.
Yeah, so a poor effort there, and that's what you're saying about Davis. He went there without the footy, but it's 13-15, 93 Werribee. They trail Winch 19-7, 121 Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter score, but 36 minutes gone, Loz.
Yeah, you've got to blow it shortly.
So now the kick in.
They're running Winch in a bit of form, I think.
They are, as the ball goes to the middle. McFarlane, Christian McFarlane takes the mark from the kick out. Now they start to stream down the ground. Looking for Wainwright, finds him on centre wing. He takes off. The chip pass has found McKernan leading forward. Now McKernan got Hardingham at full forward, but Matthew Reid across the ground goes looking for him, and Matthew Reid has taken the mark. Man on the mark, 48 metres from goal. The siren has sounded, and it's probably important in the context of Winchelsea's season, Loz, that he has this shot for goal, because well, one goal might make the difference on percentage.
Percentage could, yes. You don't think it does, but between the East and maybe what could even get down to Werribee could be very vital.
So here he is, Matthew Reid will kick from 50.
Oh,
that is an absolute shocker.
It's missed everything.
So missed by 25 metres. That's the worst shot of goal I've seen for a long. That's worse than one of mine. So there it is. The siren has sounded. The final score at Galvin Park. Werribee Central's the home side, 13-15-93, have been defeated by Winchelsea, 19 goals 7, 121. For the winners, the goal kickers were 3 to Wainwright, 3 to Tornier, 3 to Pilgrim, 2 to McFarlane, 2 to McKernan, and 1 each to Hutchinson, Kitchen, Burt, Reid Nathan, Reid Matthew, Davis, and that's the number for Winchelsea. So they had a lot of goal kickers. And for Werribee Centrals, 5 to Bernardo, 2 to Shug, and 1 each to Gillam, Clayton, Calvert, Festuca, Kelly, and Cunningham. So just repeating, final scores here at Galvin Park. Winchelsea 19-7, 121 have defeated Werribee Centrals 13-15-93. We'll go to a break. When we return, Laurie de Goldie's thoughts on a fascinating game here at Galvin Park. You're tuned to 94.7 The Pulse, your home.